Hi, we are going to talk about, I watch Operation Nikki, I think is the channel. I admire her to no end. Um, and I've seen this on other videos, but she did a little short featuring it, taking it on her vacation. And I knew going into having two dogs, um, we have a endless supply of laundry, as do most households. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to snag this. We don't go camping and stuff like that a lot. If you remember a few years ago, I had a larger portable washer and I loved it. When I got better to where I could go up and down the steps better, um, I had one that I baptized, and then some kind people, friends, um, provided me with another one, and it got to be lifting it and moving it, um, got to be a little bit much. Anyway, the long and the short of it was that I did not need it anymore. I could use my big washer. Well, in this situation, we needed, I needed to just, like, socks and underwear, which is what you see this used for a lot. Let me show you. This is, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to tell you why we're making this video. There's hair. Sorry. Two German Shepherds. It's going to happen. This, for me, is hard to get the plug in. Okay, this is how your water drains, and this is what holds your water in. Because of the issues that I have with my hands, it's very hard for me to push it in. Now, I said that to say this. It stays. It does what it's supposed to do. It holds the water in there. It does it. I'll show you the inside. You can do about 3 pounds of clothes. That with 3 pounds of clothes, understand, and it's got a handle where you can carry it. It has a electrical plug-in that for me, I had to put it on an extension cord because the wire that comes with it was not long enough in this downstairs bathroom, and it wouldn't be in my upstairs bathroom either. There's no place in my house that the extension cord would have been long enough for me to drain it, and without having to pick it up and carry it somewhere else to drain it, and that's not an option for me. If it's an option for you, keep that in mind, because if you can lift this up and carry it, by all means. Now, what did I wash in this? I washed socks and underwear, mine and my husband's. I did, I think, 3, maybe 4 loads. I can't remember. Where my problem comes into play, and this is not a bad review, it's an honest one. So please take that into consideration. I most likely am going to return it, and I will tell you why. Did it get my clothes clean? It sure did. It did a great job of cleaning, socks and underwear and stuff like that. However, it does not have a spin cycle. So what that means is that you have to be the spin cycle, and you have to wring the clothes out. I don't have a problem with doing that, except I have issues with my hands and even as much as I wrung them out, and even, going back later and wringing them again after the water had, hanging them to dry after the water had, gravity, wringing them several times, it still took over 3 days for the socks and underwear to dry. So for me, and maybe if I could have put them out in the sun or something like that, it would have been great. Do I recommend this? Yes. if you don't have issues with your hands where you can wring things out tightly, or if you get the separate little dryer, that portable dryer, yes. For me personally, it just does not do what I need it to do because it does not spin. And so they're very wet when they come out. Clean, very clean. It did a really good job. I'm notorious for having my socks. I tend to walk outside with my socks on. So, and it cleaned them very nicely. So overall, I recommend it with the I'm letting you know the issues that I have. The plug is hard for me to get plugged in. Um, the wringing of the clothes, and it took so long for them to dry. So for me, at this point, it's kind of a big no. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for what I need it to work for. So that's my review. That's my very honest review. And as I said, I do recommend if it's something, especially if you've got a kid in college or something like that. Yeah, I recommend it. Um, it does what it says. If you're camping or whatever, and in a situation where you could maybe hanging them out in the sun, I am not keen on hanging my underwear and socks out, out because my neighbors are right next door. That just ain't a me thing. Um, if you do, that's fine. It's just not me. Um, so those are just the things that I recommend that you think about before getting this washer. Could it be very helpful? Absolutely. Yes. And it just, if you've got good dexterity, strength in your hands to where you can wring them out like I used to be able to do, it would be wonderful. But what ended up happening, I air dry a lot of our clothes. What ended up happening was that I was able to do actual laundry on the third day that they were still wet, and the actual laundry that I did in the big washer got dry before what I washed here, and it was on the third day. So keep that in mind. It is my opinion. It is my review. It is not negative. I'm just telling you this is my experience and the other issues. My hands are not strong enough to wring out like they used to be. Um, so keep that in mind. Uh, I do recommend it. Like I said, I could see where it could come in handy in a lot of situations. It's, vacation, stuff like that, to throw swimsuit stuff in. Yeah, I could see that coming in handy. I could see that being great. But I would also get the portable dryer. Just me. Y'all have a good day. Remember, I am the mayor's daughter. We love you oh so very much. See you. Bye.